Okay guys, we have this one-on-one candle closing in the next 30 seconds, so I'm just trying to see how it's gonna close. If it closes back in this range, then it's pretty much a no trade, and we're gonna be waiting for the next hour candle to open, close. So then we're going to, oh, there we go. We have this one-on-one candle close back in this range. So no trades taken at this point. What we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead and do a top-down analysis. Anyways, welcome to the PNG Pacific Capital live stream. This is your host Jared, tuning in for pre-NY session, pre-New York session. Before we do anything, we're going to check Forex Factory to see if we have any high impact news coming out for this session that would potentially, pump in some volume into our trading. So without further ado, looking at our Friday. So we had a couple of high impact news that came out earlier for GBP JPY. Also, we had some Euro news earlier during London session. But as far as USD goes, we do have a couple of news, medium impact news at 10:30, and then we have flash services coming out at 11:45 p.m. my time, PNG time. That's about it. Not too sure how this is going to affect volume. But looking at our charts now, we're going to do a top-down analysis starting on the weekly time frame. So pretty much approaching the end of the week. We have tomorrow, we still have Friday, so looking at the weekly time frame right now, we can see that this week's candle pretty much rejected the same area we rejected on the 14th of March 2022. Also rejected this area again on the 18th of April 2022. We have only tomorrow's daily candle left for it to close. Yeah, but we did have a massive bottom wick over here compared to the top wick, so not too sure if this rejection is going to continue leaving a better top wick. But we can clearly see that yes, last week's bearish, last week's candle was extremely bullish, breaking above this previous support resistance area 1930 and pretty much continuing bullish. It's looking like this week's weekly candle is also rejecting this area, driving bullish as well. Looking at the daily time frame now. Looking at the daily time frame, looking to the left, we have a clear resistance that was formed on Monday. Here, just at around the 1989, 1992, 1991 area right over here. And we also have a support formed on yesterday's bullish candle at 1940 right here. We're currently bullish at the moment on the daily time frame. On this daily candle. We've also slightly broken above this daily candle's high. So we're not sure if we're going to come up, continue pushing a little bit, squeezing a little bit higher to potentially come up to this resistance area at 1988 right here, or we're going to, just reject this area and potentially come back down to retest the support area over here at 1940. So pretty much trading in this range on the daily time frame. Looking at the 4-hour time frame now. Based on the 4-hour time frame, this is pretty interesting. So the previous 4-hour candle closed bearish, creating some sort of resistance at 1978 right here, but we can clearly see that it has made a top break, rejecting this previous resistance area over here at 1982, which was formed on this 4-hour candle that started during pre-London session on Tuesday. So we're not too sure if price is going to potentially drive bearish at this point, correcting some of these moves that happened earlier this morning from this move from CPI, or it's going to potentially range for a bit and then squeeze through towards the upside with this news coming in after NYSE open. So that's something I'm pretty much looking at on the 4-hour time frame. But yeah, looking at this resistance, we're pretty much in a tricky area because we had You know, we had price ranging in this area from on Monday, just a little bit after London Open, all throughout all through to Tuesday, actually. Tuesday pre-London Open, and then we broke out of this range, so we might potentially range a little bit on this this area over here. Look at the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, pretty obvious, they're pretty much in a range at this point. We can clearly identify our resistance area that we're pretty much struggling to break above, which is at 1978.50. We're really struggling to break above this area since 3 p.m. So pretty much every hour candle has been rejecting this area since 3 p.m. Also, the previous 8 p.m. candle pretty much rejected this area also. And looking to the bottom, we have also a support from the 1976.50 right here. So pretty much trading in this range. Ideally, based on the 1 hour time frame, I like to see how price breaks either above this resistance area 1978.50 or below the support area at what's this support level at 1976.450 right here. So I think if we break above this resistance area, what's this level, ideally would like to have a candle closure above 1978.50 for potential trade up to this resistance area over here, 1932.50. Or if we have a nice candle closure below this resistance area over here, then we could potentially have price come down to 1968. There we go. So I think based on the 1 hour time frame, potentially would like to take a trade in this range here for buys and in this range here for sells. This range here is messy, so not going to be doing anything in this range. So pretty much going to just be patient, wait for potential candle close for us to potentially take a trade. Now that's based on the 1 hour time frame. Now if we drop down a little bit further on the 30-minute time frame, the 30-minute time frame is a little bit tricky, it's a little bit messy, so I think ideally it would be best to stick to the 1 hour time frame for this one. We could just potentially have this 4 hour time frame to the left just to have some visual on the higher time frame. And that's pretty much our plan. And we have this 1 hour candle closing in the next 52 minutes, so we're pretty much going to be chilling at this point. Oopsie daisy. So pretty much made a mistake here with supposed to be potential buys above. Okay, we have 28 minutes left until this one cannot closes. So we're gonna go through some commonly asked questions of someone would potentially ask. Also some questions on Discord and Zoom. So the first one is, how did you get started in trading? What drew you to this field? Let's see. I don't know, man. Nah, jokes. It's pretty simple. I want to make money. I want to lessen the amount of money I make. I want to lessen the time I make to make a certain amount of money. So I think with trading, you could potentially make some good returns. Only working for like 2 or 3 hours a day, potentially. Yeah. That's the power of trading. That's what got me drawn into it. Initially got into it because of all the wrong reasons. Really wanna make some quick gains here and there. Really thought I was gonna get rich quick and all that shit, but learn things the hard way. So yeah, but actually, like, I have a passion for business, and also back in high school I used to really like computing. So I've always had the idea of trying to make money somehow online. Out of all the things that you can make money online with the click of your fingers, I decided to stick to trading, and that's why that's why I've decided to stick to this. The next question is, how do you approach risk management and position sizing when making trades? I need to stop saying how I approach risk management. Well, I like to put my stop loss. It's always very important to use a stop loss every time you get into a trade. At least for me, every time I get into a trade, there's always a stop loss. Always a stop loss. Now, there's different ways on how I manage risk, but I think one of the main ways that I manage risk is putting stops where it seems logical. Because if if I'm gonna take a trade based on the trend, I potentially put my stops below the previous candle low, because based on price action, if the price starts trending, it shouldn't break below the previous. If price starts trending bearish, then it shouldn't break the previous candle high, and if price starts trending bullish, it shouldn't break the previous candle low. Like right over here. Like if I were to take a trade right here, and after this candle close, anticipating price to continue this momentum, stops would have been above the previous 30-minute candle, and as you can see, like if it starts trending, then this all these candles pretty much respected the previous candle highs. So it's very highly likely that if price trends like this, it shouldn't break above the previous candle highs. All the way down over here, and you see the only time we had some sort of change in a little bit of change in trend or retracement coming in is when we started breaking above the previous candle highs. You can see right over here. So that's pretty much an example. So that's pretty much how I manage risk. I like to approach managing risk because of just trying to put my stops where it's logical. And also, if price starts going in my favor, if my stop losses are too big or even against me, I try to adjust it and continue to reduce risk. So I like to lose less than anticipated, but sometimes I just really put an emphasis that my stop loss are where it's needed to be, and if price were to go in my direction, technically it shouldn't come back reach my stop loss, and if it does reach my stop loss, that means the trade is pretty much invalid at that point, and there will be no reason to continue looking, to be in the trade. That's pretty much where my stop loss is. So basically, I look at stop losses as a way of indicating that my trade is invalid. It's not necessarily like I don't necessarily think of it as a loss. I look at stop losses as, you know, it's pretty much a game of probabilities, and if our stop loss gets hit, then the probability of the trade going in our favor is not likely there. So it makes the probability and the trade invalid at that point. So yeah, but it's risk management is pretty much a wide like area to cover. If you know, could pretty much go on for like a whole fucking hours. It could go hours and hours on that topic right there, risk management. Next question is, how do you stay informed about market developments and stay on top of market trends? By showing up every day. Show up every single day. You show up every single day and you see how the market changes, potential moves, and if you miss something now, you could potentially capitalize on it the next time you see it. So every time I come on charts, I try to see where price is gonna go, recognize these patterns, see if um, recognize if I've seen it before and capitalize on it. So yeah, so pretty much just showing up every day, to be honest. Like this is why I like sticking to gold. Just one pair every day. Yeah, I don't think you could ever go wrong. Like for example, these massive moves that's been happening since all these banks are collapsing. Very important to stay in the markets. Even if you get a big losing trade, I mean, if you have a like a big losing session here and there, it's very important to just stay in the markets. Just stick to this shit every day, and you know, you'll be able to you'll be able to capitalize on something you recognize. So guys, I'll be back. So guys, I just got informed that I have a meeting to attend. So yeah, we'll see if I can come back and capitalize on this. But you know, I'll let the stream run. But I have to attend this meeting, so I'll be back. Okay, so yeah, so this is interesting. So basically, yeah, so basically, I executed right over here. So this is one of my candle closed above this resistance here. Really anticipating this candle to drive bullish. Stops below the previous one on my candle. Not really anticipating price to drive back, break below the previous one on my candle low. So this is going to be my trade for this session. And yeah, if you have this one hour candle close back below this support area over here, that's where I'm going to look to reduce risk. But I mean, I look to manage risk when that happens. But at this point, I think price is pretty much running pretty nicely at this point. Yeah, but I pretty much. Hey, what's up, HD? Yeah, you know, whenever I take a trade on the 1 hour time frame, high probability it's gonna go in my favor. So if we can start pushing bullish at this point, potentially drive a little bit further bullish, then I want to look to see if we could you know what, this is where I added another position over here, and now I'm really anticipating price to drive bullish. So pretty much I have two positions running, one up there, one down here, and now I'm going to reduce my risk pretty much because I have two positions running. And yeah, stop loss is going to be 1976 568. 1976 568, yeah. 1976. Oh, let's just say 50. Oops. 1976 50. So pretty much I have two positions running at this point. Okay, this is great. If we start breaking our own highs again, I'm going to look to reduce risk a little bit further. So another question, what role does technical analysis play in your trading strategy, and what indicators do you rely on? Let's see. Technical analysis wise, support and resistance are pretty much the majority of I mean, I just look at price. Price is very, very important. I look at price, how price moves. I look at key levels, like the whole numbers, like, you know, how price gonna react off those whole numbers. I see how price reacts to resistance, whether we're gonna break above it, break below it, reject it. Horizontal lines, if that's even an indicator. No, it's not an indicator, but like, actually I don't use any indicators. I don't believe in indicators. It's not that I don't believe in indicators, but I feel like it's not necessary with my trading method. I think the best thing you can do with price action is read the candles, you know. See how the candle closes, see how it opens, see how big the wick is, see how big the body is, and formulate some sort of reasoning as to why that candle is forming the way it's forming. My internet's lagging a little bit, so you might experience some lagging a little bit there. 1978-67. So the reason why I took buys over here is because of this multiple reasons, actually. So the reason why I executed a buy over here on the break of the previous 101 candle high is because this resistance area over here was rejected. Man, actually rejected at 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Actually 8 p.m. And then on 9 p.m. we had this candle closing above resistance, which is something this candle didn't do, this candle didn't do, this candle didn't do, this candle didn't do. So because it closed above resistance, we are anticipating this candle to drive bullish for us to potentially fill all these wicks over here. And look at the left, we also have clean traffic coming up. So really anticipating price to start trending bullish at this point. And we also had this previous one-hour candle do a like a liquidity grab towards the bottom side. And now really anticipating price to really drive bullish at this point. So, you know, pretty much in a drawdown at this point, but you know, but you know, like I said earlier, this is a probability game. So usually if you have price ranging like this, for especially this long, and we have a candle closure outside of this range, then we could potentially anticipate this candle to potentially drive bullish. And if it doesn't drive bullish, then you know, it is what it is. And if you do hit our stop loss, we're gonna call it a session at that point. Yeah, if you do hit our stop loss, we're gonna call it a session. You know the reason being, we are pretty much risking all the profits we made during the session. So you know, we'd be out break even if our stop loss hits. I mean, break even for the day actually. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And at this point, added another position right over here. So this is my third entry. And now, oh, look at this, running running amazingly right now. Like I said, at this point, I think we are definitely going to continue bullish now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to secure profits, then let the rest run now. So we got 3 positions running. Looking to reduce risk even further at this point. So we're continuously looking to reduce risk. Add a position, reduce risk. Add a position, reduce risk. So mind you, I have 3 positions running at this point. There we go, pushing very nicely right now at like 10 pips. Yeah, I think we can get 20 pips from this, to be honest. I think we can get 20 pips. There we go. Oh, come on. Whoa, this thing is running very nicely right now. At this point, I'm gonna go break even. No, actually, I'm gonna leave my stop loss as it is. Oopsie. Oh, durable goods. Ah, holy shit. Yeah, to be honest, this doesn't look too good, but you know, if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. Yeah, we're starting to break below the previous 30-minute candle low. Yeah, at this point I'm not too comfortable in this trade. And there we go, guys. Just got taken out. Just got taken out, guys. Amazing. Amazing, guys. So I think it was the news. Something to do with the news. So there was a 20 pip stop loss there. Just got hit. Which is fine. You know, this is a high probability trade. I mean, usually I secure profits around 10 pips. I would have already secured profits. You know, I just got carried away and didn't. Totally forgot that we had news coming out at 10:30 right over here at core durable goods. That's why I held on to this trade. I should have secured profits, but you know what? It is what it is. It's okay. And now we have this thing really tanking now towards the bottom side. Yeah, this is where it gets a little bit tricky now, eh? Yeah, we have this four candle really pushing bearish at this point. But with how things are going, I don't think we could potentially come up anytime soon, to be honest. The only thing we could get in is a 1 minute time frame trade. Yeah, no, actually, we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait. See how this kind of closes. Yeah, we're pretty much just gonna wait now. If you correct some of this move from CPI yesterday, that could be a possibility too. I actually got in right there. Right here. Could have a continuation towards the bottom side. If we can get 10 pips, we're gonna secure profits. Just need to get 10 pips. There we go. Amazing. Secure profits at 10 pips. Stop side break even. Going to look to secure more profits at around 20 pips. There we go. Secure profits at 20 pips. Right there. Clockwork. Just like clockwork, guys. 30 pips. Can we get 30 pips on this? Yep. I want to look to secure 30 pips. Actually, let's see if we can get 20 pips. Sorry, 40 pips. 40 pips. You know what? Actually, whoa! Look at this. 40 pips right there, guys. 40 pips right there. Secure profits at 40 pips. Now we'll see if we can hit our target now with our honors. This thing is insane. Insane in the membrane. Amazing, guys. Probably post this as one of my highlights, to be honest. And just like that, we're back in profits for the day. I was pretty much quick to react off this, of getting an entry right over here. You know, the reason being this 4-hour candle over here. Looking at the right hand side of the screen, the 4-hour candle was pretty much pushing bearish again. So, you know, after seeing that, I was like, yeah. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I did put a little bit of size on this, just because I was very confident in the volume coming in. Decided to add a little bit of size, because once this candle was breaking below the previous 1-hour candle low, outside of this support here, added a little bit of size, and my stop loss was somewhere in this range over here, because I wasn't expecting price to get back into. Holy shit! Look at this shit. Yeah, this thing is still going. If it hits TP, there will be 560 pips. Live on the stream. Sorry, I made 56 pips. Almost happened to TP full target over here. Almost did. Anyways, all in all, this is pretty much an amazing session. We were like, and there we go, full TP hit, amazing. Archie Black said, I really like how you do your analysis. Thank you, Archie Black. It's amazing trade. Pretty much done for the session. I couldn't be happier catching this 560 pips live on the stream. So basically, this candle broke, close above this area over here, took a trade over here and expecting price to drive bullish. Unfortunately, we didn't. I was looking to secure 20 pips over here. Unfortunately, it didn't reach that point. Price came back. It was a good thing I reduced risk from the previous one-hour candle to somewhere in this range over here. I got stopped out at like 19-20 pips, and then waited for a little bit. As soon as price started breaking below the previous candle, looked to the left, Forex factory, figured volume was going to come in from this right here. What's this? Right here. Where is this? Unemployment claims, actually. Figured volume was coming in from unemployment claims. Decided to capitalize on it. Executed right over here as price was breaking below the previous one-hour candle low. Added a little bit of size in it because it was really anticipating volume to actually start kicking in at that point, potentially correcting some of the moves from FOMC earlier this morning at 4 a.m. Stop loss was somewhere in this range. Price came down, secured 20 pips of profits. Move up my stops to break even. Had our partials running, secured some more positions and profits at 40 pips, and then the remainder of our trade really came down to 56 pips, and that's where our full target was, and that's where our full target was hit. So amazing day so far. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. There's nothing more to it. Looking at hindsight, we could have had a nice opportunity to potentially trailer or stops on the 5-minute candle highs, but it is what it is. We're not looking to catch any home runs or looking to catch the whole move or snap entries whatsoever. Every time we come into the markets, we take what we can and we leave. So it's very important that every time we come into the charts, we try to be one of the 5% of traders that make money during that session. So with that, guys, calling it a day at this point. Cheers, everyone. So basically, this is a pretty advanced trade, but I think the key in this was execution. Execution was an important factor in the success of this trade, because we had our first trade over here. Price came down, took us out, and then we quickly reasoned that price could definitely go the other way, and with volume and position size, pretty much made our losses back and up significantly for the day. Cheers, everyone. We'll catch you guys tomorrow during Asia session. Done for the session now. Good night, guys.